And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at point guard. Now, here's Kleba. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, as the roll man in the pick-and-roll game, Porzingis at his size can make a career out of this play.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Nuggets getting the bucket. The 3 for Doncic. And Jokic with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. Porter dishes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. The pass to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. That shot off. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton passes to Jokic. Back to Barton. That's tipped. Hardaway against Murray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon with it. Out guarded by... Oh, the power on that
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Murray, the pass to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the officials call a traveling violation. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Then for the Mavericks, Nelly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Doncic finds Brunson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Brunson against Gordon. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Rivers has got the ball. Here's Gordon. And stolen by Richardson. Passes to Melly. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want. And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Richardson gets a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Moving it up. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the middle. Shot from 12. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. McGee dishes to Rivers. Back to McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he sinks the second. Brunson with it. It's Richardson on the wing. He feeds it to Redick. Kicks it out to Richardson. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And stolen by Redick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Redick on the wing. Brunson scanning the floor. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Murray the pass to Bull. Feeds it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brunson against Murray. Brunson kicks to Redick. Over Porter. Redick can't get that one to fall.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Inside. Here's Powell. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Brunson against Murray. To the paint. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Puts up a three. Richardson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray against Brunson. Here's Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bull's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Porter against Brunson. Redick with the three. Good on the triple. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Rivers against Richardson. Rivers dishes to Murray. They get it back. Bull the pass to McGee. Here's Murray. And it comes off the front of the rim. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Richardson. Brunson, good. Brunson's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Porter. The pass to Bull. Here's Rivers. Kicks to Murray. Dishes it to Bull. Back to Murray. Stolen by Brunson. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. So it's Richardson with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Can they get it? And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Murray against Brunson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Brunson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do other than jump. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. A 2-point game. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, shot clock reset for Dallas. Porzingis at the elbow. Now Kleba. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Gordon. Jokic passes to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Kleber. And he lays it straight in. Kleber's got his first basket. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Doncic passes to Melly. And stolen by Barton. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now, here's Millsap. Barton in the corner. Back to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. It doesn't go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Melly. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Kicks it out to Gordon. Green left side. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Millsap. Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Doncic. .115 left to play here in the third. Brunson finds Doncic. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Doncic outside. And there's the pass to Brunson. For the lead. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Denver in the lead. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the dunk by Porzingis.
He's still filling out that frame, but the greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
Morris against Brunson. Morris kicks to Millsap. On the wing, Gordon. Millsap dishes to Green. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Porter against Doncic. Passes it to Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Kleber for the lead. Tries again. Count it, and the foul. That one on Porter.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Murray for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Just 5 to shoot. And they double up Doncic. The shot by Kleba, wide open from outside off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Denver calls timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
He's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Jalen Brunson. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full steam. Guys.
All right, thank you, David.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Doncic feeling it out. Redick passes to Finney Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell finds Doncic. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And the quick feet of Murray, really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Here's Redick. The Nuggets getting the bucket. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Redick for the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Porter. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Redick with it. Picked up by Rivers. And Redick kicks to Porzingis. He dishes it to Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Rivers. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Nuggets with some changes. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for JaVale McGee. And Barton subbed in for Rivers. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Doncic. And Kleba now top of the key. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Gordon, and it's Rivers in for Will Barton. Then for the Mavericks, Rai Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Murray. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. McGee trying to break free, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Powell dishes to Hardaway. Doncic outside. They get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now here's Doncic. And the layup is good. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Murray outside. Now the pass to Jokic. Off target from outside. Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porter. High post shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass break, Dallas. Redick passes to Hardaway. And the wide open shot from Redick. Porter pulls it in.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block. Outside, Redick. Porzingis against Jokic. Porzingis passes to Redick. It drops.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now here's Murray. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Deep. And another miss by Denver. Now the Mavericks with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I really play each and everything that's going. I play in different affiliations now since I am a legend, and I really help other people as well get up there from rank to rank. Shout out to all my boys that literally helped me hit legend for 2K21, IMAX IQ, Jump TV, and
The view high above our broadcast. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. Well,
What a story. David, thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And they double up Doncic to the inside. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now, here is Morris. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. And Batum kicks to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas with the ball. Outside, Porzingis. Passes it to Kleba. Now, here's Batum. Here's Morris. Kleba with the rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. Kleba, good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Leonard. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Kleba slams it in.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Now, here's Leonard. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Morris inside. A little bit of defending, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson comes in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And here is Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. to the left side wing. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac, that's good.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend.
Richardson kicks to Brunson. Back to Richardson. Zingis passes to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now, here's Doncic. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Richardson. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Count it, good.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
The pass to Mann. Down low. Morris finds Jackson. Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Cauley Stein. It's Richardson on the wing. And the wing jumper offline. And here's Los Angeles. Mann passes to Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Kennard covering. Poked loose. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Inside, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him, and it's blocked. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Grant, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got his second bucket.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Redick with the double team. George against Brunson. Pass to Zubats. Now here's Kennard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubats. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Melly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway with the steal. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Richardson gets a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Richardson's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. He kicks to Rondo. Shot to stop the run. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. So for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Dallas with a change here too. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. The drive by Doncic. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. That shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
The drive by Doncic. There's the pass to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Melly. Out to Doncic. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The second chance effort. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Here's Jackson. That one goes in.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
George against Hardaway. George looking over the floor. Morris outside. Lets it go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Clippers lead by 4. Hardaway with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Porzingis kicks to Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. He is hauled in by Paul George. Clippers leading by 4. Batum attacking. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Batum with the steal. Morris, no good. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Back to Kleba. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jackson against Doncic. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Batum with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, no one...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So, for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Porzingis. Shoots a fader with the tip. It's good on the putback. Powell's got 6.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Stolen by Brunson. One-on-one fast break. And he makes that one. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
George double teamed outside Leonard. 58 seconds left in the third. Pass to Mann. Shot clock at 6. Here's Batum. Nice D from Porzingis. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Brunson. Doncic looking it over. To the inside. Porzingis passes to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Doncic, no good. Clippers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Fade away. Here's man. A reverse, and it's good on the layup. 6 points for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Right at the free throw line. A shot by Batum, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Porzingis passes to Brunson. Back to Porzingis, and Porzingis throws it down hard.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Outside, Batum. And the pass to Kennard. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. To the middle. Here's man. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Porzingis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. And Dallas also making a switch. Finney Smith's checked in.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And the Clippers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Reddick comes in for Hardaway. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
They need this. George trying to break free.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Clippers trail by 3. Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. And the basket by Jackson.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
And Doncic, here we go.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
George passes to Zubac. The 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Doncic. And there it is for him. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Finished off the break. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Morris is checked in for Zubas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. Doncic against Jackson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleber. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time. The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Porzingis.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burks checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Man passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Brunson kicks to Redick.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Mavericks. J.J. Redick at the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
J.J. Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really developed into one of the game's most deadliest shooters. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Outside Rondo. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
A lot of other fellas as well behind the scenes, you know. It's definitely a grind. It's definitely a grind to get there. People can find me on Twitch at Loyalty Comp. If they ever want to come and kick it out with me, I play with pretty near everyone, all my supporters in my chat. And yeah, we just have a real fun time, you know?
And while we're in the city, we have
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, they've got Batum. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Now here's Murray. And there's the pass to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now Barton. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And finished off by Porter.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. Jokic grabs the miss. Here's Denver now. Not going to go that time. 80 that time from Leonard. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Gordon. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Left side, Porter. Over Leonard. Outside for Murray. Goes up again. And he gets the whistle. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And, yes, it's good.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jokic against Batum. On the wing, George. Shoots over Barton. That's good for George on the assist by Batum.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Barton against George. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Batum. And it's Jokic missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Leonard, the pass to Morris. Down low. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Murray. Martin in the corner. To the inside. Gordon. Outside for Murray. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Barton
Shoots an impressive percentage from inside now. I like watching Barton do his thing from this area.
Batum passes to Morris. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside, George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Barton. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Now the pass to Zubac. Morris right side. Here's Mann. Back to Morris. No good there. Good work defensively by Millsap. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Morris passes to Jokic. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Kennard against Morris. Pass to Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And the dunk by Zubac.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Denver on top. They're up by 1. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young.
You know, this game, you know, it's a physical game, obviously, but, you know, a lot.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Monte Morris. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Both free throws good from McGee. Clippers trail by 3. And we play through the first minute here in the second. Kennard kicks to Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit. because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Rondo looking over the floor. Passes it to Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Morris outside. McGee up top. Campazzo drains it from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Rondo. Here's Ibaka. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Morris. The feed now to Rivers. Millsap left side. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Millsap's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Here's Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So both teams making some changes here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Offensive rebound. Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Barton outside, trying to find Green. He's got it now. The pass to Jokic. They shoot again. Green breaking loose. Jokic, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
44 seconds left in the second quarter. Feeds to Barton. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
The first one falls. Marcus Morris is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver also making a switch. Gordon's checked in, and George drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Leonard looking over the floor. And it's sent back by Jokic. Morris finds Leonard over Gordon. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll be back right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Batum. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Morris throws it down.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Murray against Jackson. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Leonard. No good on that one. Barton with some nice D.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The Nuggets moving the ball around, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Passes it to Leonard. Kicks it to Jackson.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And here we go. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Paul George. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the wing right side. On the wing, Batum. Millsap covering. And Batum kicks to Jackson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 9. Pass to Rivers. 1:52 left in the third. Campazzo knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Outside Jackson to the paint. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
The pass to McGee. He feeds it to Millsap. Yes, that goes in. Millsap's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Batum dishes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
You know, this is the problem Gordon poses for defenses, guys. I mean, very dangerous and athletic on these drives.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Jackson. Now the feed to George. Back to Jackson. The putback. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Outside Batum. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Aaron Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Second shot opportunity. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Batum finds Rondo. George, that's a 2-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Rondo kicks to George. Morris looking over the floor. 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Rajon Rondo. The Nuggets also changing it up. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Barton subbed in for Morris.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them. Here's George. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Barton outside, and a wide open look for Porter. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Shot clock at 6. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that one's good. Jokic.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's George. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Passes to Porter. From deep three-point range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. From deep. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nobody near George. No good. Shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Pass to Jokic. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Porter outside, drills the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
The shot's good from Kennard.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Offensive rebound. For 3, Murray. Barton outside. The pass to Porter. And here is Green. Porter kicks to Barton. Tries yet again. Murray dishes to Barton. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And here's Morris for 3. Can't connect.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.
making, but careers worthy of the Hall of Fame.
And now, your Dallas Mavericks starting five.
And we've got...
Hey, Kevin,
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Murray. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Kleba. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Doncic against Murray. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, no good. Hardaway with it. Kleba up top. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Murray. Here's the pass to Porter. Here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. It's deflected. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Porter finds Murray. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Porter with the steal. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. Got it. Good job in the low post. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day 1 when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here's Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Pass break, Dallas. Low block shot. They get the rebound. Back to Kleba. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, what you love about Kristaps Porzingis at 7'3", he can see over any defender, and he's a terrific passer, guys.
Now, here's Jokic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Right side, Gordon. The Nuggets with a new 14. And Jokic throws it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Hardaway against Barton. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. No one one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another three for Dallas.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Barton outside. Right side, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Barton. Murray against Doncic. Jokic passes to Barton. Here's Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And Jokic drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Richardson passes it to Melly. Out to Doncic. Here's Powell. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melly in at the power forward. Mavericks leading by 8. And Doncic, here we go. Powell, no one around him. It's not going to go for him. And it's Denver the other way. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 8. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Millsap looking it over. Campazzo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now here is McGee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Morris outside. Feeds it to Millsap. Up and in on the layup. Millsap's got his first 2 points of the night.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Pass to Melly. Cauley-Stein against McGee. Right wing, 4 on the clock. Brunson kicks to Doncic. And it's off from 3-point range. McGee with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Rivers.
Austin Rivers knows how to navigate through defenses, puts the ball on the deck and gets to his spot.
And Doncic, here we go. McGee with the block. Fast break. Here we go. Uncovered. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicole O'Malley. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. And here are the Nuggets now. The Mavericks making the shot. 1:22 left to play here in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic, gets himself open and drills it. Jokic has got 6 points.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic is running. The kick out to Barton. There's the feed to Gordon. Tries from 16. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
The kick out to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Porter passes to Jokic. He feeds it to Gordon. A baseline J. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. It's all knotted up.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Sinks the triple. Finney-Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
They get it back. Jokic, and good that time. 8 points for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the NBA. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Gordon out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Pass to Kleber. Over Gordon. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
Outside Porter. Jokic high post. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 10.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
The pass to Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Gordon. Austin Rivers comes in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Rivers. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Luka Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Campazzo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Brunson scanning the floor. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. That one falls. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there. Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. McGee's checked in. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Campazzo. He doesn't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And Porzingis, here we go. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porzingis against McGee. Outside, Redick. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got 6.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Brunson kicks to Redick. Passes to Richardson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Back to Murray. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Count that one. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Richardson outside. Feeds to Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. Over Green. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Green. Doncic outside. Count the basket. 13 points in the game.
From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Gordon against Kleber. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver leading by 7. Now here's Murray. Green left side. Murray kicks to Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Outside Porter. 5 on the clock. Over Porzingis. That misses off the backboard. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Denver calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Denver calls timeout. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jermichael Green. Jokic comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Barton. Murray against Doncic. Murray left side. McGee. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Rivers kicks to Murray. Here's Jokic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pass to Redick. Pass break Dallas. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Murray against Doncic. Outside Porter. The shot. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from J.J. Redick.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic against Murray. Dishes it to McGee. Back to Murray. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall. Redick finds Powell. Back to Redick. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
The pass to Hardaway. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he hits the bucket. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Murray against Doncic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Denver also making a switch. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. Porter passes to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it loose. Tries to save it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. McGee trying to break free.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Porter against Doncic. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Murray kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Melly, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's time, JaVale McGee.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
But those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Murray against Doncic. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Let it pass it to Finney-Smith. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Murray left side. For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sport and the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Batum in at the center. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Morris, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Clock at 4. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Leonard. Now Jackson passes it to Morris. Now the Mavericks moving it up. On up the court. Hardaway with a wide open look. Had the space there, but it's offline. Batum against Kleba. Batum passes to Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. And there's the pass to Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis, that's a 2, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's some great awareness. The clock's running down. Porzingis with the presence of mind to know just how much time was left and beats the shot clock.
Now here is George. On the wing, Morris. Kleba defending. George looking around. Pass to Batum. Here's Morris. Kleba defending. Morris, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Morris, left side. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Los Angeles, Mand's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Rondo. Back to Batum. Pass to Man. Outside Rondo. Batum, good. And that ties it up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Brunson. A good look from Doncic. Open jump shot off the mark. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
George, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Passes to Kleba. Doncic outside. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball from 11 feet away. And that's good for 2.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Here's Porzingis. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Stolen by Brunson. Here's Kleba. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. It's a tie game in Dallas. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the end. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melli in at the 4-man position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Rondo finds Zubac. 2 points. That one goes. Zubac has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Doncic against Morris. In the corner, Powell with it from deep. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's man, Rondo. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
Rondo against Brunson. Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Powell kicks to Doncic from the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the pass to Zubac. Kennard against Doncic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Clippers also changing it up. Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Stolen by Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Zubac. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. The offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Pass to Richardson. For 3. No good from Finney-Smith.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Man passes to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland. And remember, DeMontis is a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited. But I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Passes it to Mann. 1:06 left now here in the second. The pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard inside, and that one is off. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Hardaway kicks to Cauley-Stein. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway for 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. The feed to Batum. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Dallas gets called for the foul. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Porzingis finds Doncic. A 3. And a close game so far for the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Doncic. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point. The drive by Doncic. And that one drops. Doncic has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Hardaway against George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Jackson misses. Mavericks trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's George. Morris, left side. Shot clock at 6. George, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Doncic against Jackson. Shoots from the high post and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The lead is 2, and it's George finishing it off.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Pass to Kleba. Outside, Porzingis. Good. Porzingis has got 6.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jackson passes to Morris. Down low. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. Over Hardaway. The shot by George, no good. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got it all tied up now for Dallas. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. George passes to Batum. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Outside for Jackson. From deep three-point range, Batum passes to Leonard. The shot will not fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Right side, Leonard. Pass to Batum. Outside for George. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Batum against Porzingis. On the wing, Morris. Now the dish to Leonard. Jackson finds Batum. The deep three from George. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Jalen Brunson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Richardson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Man, sometimes there's dunks and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
Kennard against Richardson. Rondo with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Man passes to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time drew the contact.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Josh Richardson, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. Now, here's Doncic. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Basket counts.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now, Doncic. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First free throw is good. So, for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Clippers trail by 6. George dishes to Jackson. Passes it to Man. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Batum. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's George. Porzingis with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Batum finds George. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks leading by 6. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Leonard looking around. Fires for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Cleveland, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Mavericks making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Here's George. Outside Leonard. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Back to George. The tray. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
George passes to Batum. Back to George. Over Hardaway. And it's George missing. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Hardaway, no good. Now the Clippers with it. Down by 12. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
From deep, offline. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Some good competition. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony.
61-32 young. Congratulations. Over to the My Team GOAT. New to 2K21, My Team seasons were packed with surprises, challenges, and amazing cards. And this user was there for it all. This year's My Team GOAT was long.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. And
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Porter against Leonard. Jokic trying to free himself up. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Leonard finds Jackson. And here's Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Knocked away. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now, here is George. The pass to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Feeds it to Gordon. Pass to Jokic.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Porter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. Porter against Leonard. Batum with the steal. Pass to Jackson. And he makes good on the layup.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And Murray, here we go. 4 on the clock, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Barton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. And checked in. Inside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Morris kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
The feed to Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
To the right side. Here's Rondo. Leonard against Millsap. Outside for Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Leonard with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Here's Kennard, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. The Nuggets trail by 7. They've got JaVale McGee. Austin Rivers is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Rondo passes to Zubac. Back to Rondo. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Millsap slams it in.
The ball handling of Millsap enabling him to create off the bounce.
Clippers leading by 5. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Kennard. And there's the pass to Zubac. McGee with the block. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. It's good.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Baca against Rivers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
The Nuggets trail by 7. This is to Rivers. Goes up the baseline. And McGee kicks to Rivers. And the rejection by Zubac. Ahead. Here's Leonard. Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Zubac in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Morris. Here's McGee. He feeds it to Morris. Passes it to Millsap. Campazzo. Here's McGee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. It's good. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morris kicks to Rivers. Back to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Millsap inside, working on Ibaka. Here's Rivers. Poked away. To the paint. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Murray left side over Jackson. Denver gets it back. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Craig, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside, George. Out left to the wing. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch and so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Nuggets trail by 7. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's man in at the shooting guard.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Now here's Barton. Tight defense on him. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Left side, Gordon. Murray outside. Pass to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered by Leonard. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 6 points. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And stolen by Gordon. The pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
Gordon against George. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. He kicks it to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Green passes to Jokic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside, Batum. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Rondo. Tries it from 19. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Rivers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
On the wing, Morris. Kennard against Morris. Kennard kicks to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. And they're running. Here's Morris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Nuggets, Monte Morris.
The first free throw is good. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Rivers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the middle, got a piece of it. Batum, good. Batum's got his second bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Millsap. Great tee that time from Batum.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break up the floor. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
It's stolen by Green. Got it up. No good there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 2. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Murray in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Leonard kicks to George. Clock is at 3. Over Porter. The shot by George, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Gordon finds Murray to tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Misses the layup. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Morris dishes to Green. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon the pass to Green. Leonard against Porter to take the lead. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Murray the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Green breaking loose, and it's Murray with the jam.
Look, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Passes to Leonard. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 3.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Denver calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
For the Nuggets, JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. Millsap comes in for Gordon. And Barton subbed in for Monte Morris. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. This one for three. The shot misses. And it's Denver the other way. And it's McGee penetrating. The kick out to Porter. It's Barton on the wing, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Over Morris. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to man. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Murray against Jackson. Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. To take the lead, and he banks it in. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 1. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
They double him with George. Martin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Gordon's checked in for JaVale McGee. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those two down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
George against Barton. side, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the triple. Denver grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And finished off by Porter.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Leonard against Porter. Leonard looking over the floor. And here's George for three. The three won't fall. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For